Hi guys, welcome to the next part. So I hope you all have understand the basic questions. Even in our today class also we are going to solve problems in problems from basic lectures only. So my humble request is, as I already told you, try to solve the questions by yourself, because as I told you the importance of the circuit theory already. If you are very strong in circuit theory, definitely you will be able to solve problems in all other subjects like analog measurements, power system, power electronics, machines. So it is very important to be very strong in circuit theory. Okay. So what my suggestion is, whenever I am trying to solve some questions, after giving the question, just pause the video, try to bring the answer by yourself. Okay. Slowly we are entering into the all type of logical questions. So try to get the grip with the concepts. Nothing is there, just use your intelligence. Don't try to apply too much of theory. Just basically, if I'll ask some questions, apply your common sense how to bring the answer for that question. That is the only thing that you have to keep it in your mind. Okay. Chalo. So let us go ahead with the first question. Let me draw the first question on it. So in the first question, let us take one resistor here, and then again let me take one more resistor here. Now here the first resistance value is 2 ohm, and this resistance is also having same 2 ohm. Sorry, let me keep 3 ohm here. Fine, sir. Now what I am going to do is, I am going to connect this circuit with some other circuit. Let me do. So I am connecting one more resistor here like this, and I am going to connect one more resistor here, and I am joining with this, and I am connecting one more resistor here, and I am joining it with this. Then again I would like to connect one more resistor here, and I would like to join it with this. Again I would like to draw one more resistor, I would like to join with this. So these three are joining together, single node. Now from here what I am going to do is, I am going to connect this circuit with the supply. So DC supply like this. So I am just closing this. Now let us take the value of the supply voltage as some 10 volt. Fine, sir. Next what we are going to do is, let me connect a 3 ohm resistor here, and let me connect same 3 ohm resistor here also. And let us connect some 2 ohm resistor here, and let me connect some 2 ohm resistor, and here I am going to connect some 4 ohm resistor, and here also I am going to connect same 4 ohm resistor. Now the question is, what is the current supplied by the source for the entire circuit? That's all. That is the question. How will you solve this? Question is total current supplied by the source. So let me ask you one question. Whenever you are trying to find out the total current, what we must do? Total current supplied by the source means we must know the total supply voltage divided by total load from the source point. Total supply voltage was clearly given as 10 voltage divided by the value of the total load is unknown. What is our next target? We have to identify this unknown value. Unknown value means load value. From this source, from here we have to identify the total load. How to do that? In order to identify that, first look at the circuit. You guys are thinking that this circuit is too much complicated, definitely we are unable to do. No. Let me tell you something. Whenever you are solving the problems in your examination, your question will never have complexity, right? Then why the circuit is look like a complex question, sir? This is not a complexity. This circuit is having tricky. Always do remember, if you are seeing something big in the examination, they are trying to mess up with you. They are trying to confuse you. They are trying to create some fear into your brain. See, usually what our brain will do, if we see some circuit with a lot of branches, automatically we will get fear. Definitely we won't get the answer for this question. Like whenever you are saying some big question with a big paragraph, again our mind will automatically will think. It doesn't matter whether that question will give the answer in one step or two step or five step. Just by looking into the question without reading anything, you will fix that we are not going to get the answer for this question. These kind of blunder mistakes you should avoid. Practice your brain to come out of these things. Whenever you are saying something big, see what I have done in power system. I have clearly demonstrated by taking big questions, and I have clearly told you with the proof why those questions were given that much bigger. I had given proof, right? I hope you all have been visualized that. So looking into the big question, it doesn't matter. They never ask you to put 10 step solution or 20 step solution. They will just test your intelligence. So while going with the big questions or complex circuits, observe the tricky beginning of that question. See, in this question, what is the tricky, sir? You all know, whenever we are talking about this kind of bridge circuit, immediately we should talk about bridge balance. There is one concept in electrical measurements is called bridge balanced. What is the meaning of bridge balance? If you go up with the cross arms, say let me take C, there is one load. Let me treat this one as a load, and let me treat this one also a load. If you see across this load, if you find out the product of these cross arms, what you will get? See, 3 into 2, you will get 6 ohm. Yes, equal to 2 into 3. We are getting same 6 ohm or not? Yes. So whether this bridge is balanced or not? Yes, sir. Load across cross arms la, if you find the product of this cross arms resistance, ரெண்டு பக்கமும் வேல்யூ வந்து ஈக்குவலா வந்தது அப்படின்னா, that is the concept of bridge balancing. அப்ப அந்த டைம்ல என்ன நடக்கும் அப்படின்னா, இந்த பாயிண்ட்ல எக்ஸிஸ்ட் ஆகிற வோல்டேஜும் இந்த பாயிண்ட்ல எக்ஸிஸ்ட் ஆகிற வோல்டேஜும் ஈக்குவலா தான் இருக்கும். Such that when the potential difference, let me ask you. So what I am going to do, I am taking that 3 ohm resistor outside. Now what I told you, potential difference of these two terminals are same. Suppose if you are getting 6 voltage here, here also you are going to get the same 6 voltage. Now tell me what is the current flow into this circuit. Whenever we are trying to find out the current flow in any branch, what we need? We must know the voltage drop across this resistor. I'm just putting the polarity just for the assumption I'm putting this. I know we can't keep like this. I'm just for the sake of explanation I'm doing this. Now tell me, how will you find out the voltage drop? Voltage drop is nothing but if you want to know the voltage drop across the resistor, then we have to find out the potential difference between the terminals of the resistor. So 6 voltage minus 6 voltage will give you 0 voltage or not? Yes. If voltage will become 0, then how will you identify the current? I is equal to, according to Ohm's law, this is voltage drop across the resistor divided by resistance value. What will be the voltage drop? 0 voltage divided by what is the value of resistance? 3. So 0 by 3 will become 0 ampere or not? Yes, sir. So what we have understood? So whenever bridge is getting balanced, automatically load will become useless. Load will become useless. What is the meaning? It means you can remove the load because that load is useless now. You can remove the load from the given point. That is what we are trying to understand from the bridge balanced concept. Okay, sir. So finally, the conclusion is what I am trying to do is I am going to remove 1 minute. Yes, I am just removing this load. That's all. That is what I want. Don't worry, I will redraw. Only load we have to remove, not all. Okay. So this resistor will be here only, and this 2 ohm resistor also will be here only. Okay. So this is 2 ohm. So that load is useless. I have been removed. Here we have 2 ohm resistor, and I hope this is 3 ohm. Fine, sir. Now I told you, no, always your question will have tricky. Again, see, If you take the second 2 ohm resistor, once again check its correspondent cross sums across the load. Again this side also. What you will find? Sir, here we have 4 ohm, here we have 2 ohm. 4 into 2 is how much? 8 ohm, sir. Equal to, again see, 2 ohm, 4 ohm. 4 into 2, 8 ohm, sir. Once again, bridge is balanced or not? Yes. If bridge is balanced, then its correspondent load will become useless. So what can we do? Now again remove this resistor because that is useless. Just now we saw that is useless. So what can we do with that? We cannot do anything with that. But that is how this circuit finally will look like. See, it become very simple now. Yes, sir. Now see there, this 4 ohm and this 4 ohm connected in series. So the net value of this branch will become 8 ohm. Similarly, these 2 ohm are connected in series. So the net value of the resistance will become 4 ohm. Similarly, these 3 ohm and these 3 ohm both are connected in series. So the net value will become 6 ohm. I hope you all have understand it. That's all. Now see there, 8 ohm, 4 ohm, 6 ohm all are connected in parallel. So what we have to do? Just to reduce this total value in order to get the R equivalent. That's all. That is your job. After finding the R equivalent, then substitute the total R equivalent into this point. See there, 10 divided by total load. So find out the total R equivalent here. You will get the value of current. That is the question. Okay, yes. So I had given all the idea for this question. Let us move on to the next question. Okay, fine, sir. So next, what we are going to do, let me draw the next question. Let us try to bring the answer for next question. So let us take a battery here, and this battery has been connected with the resistor, and then let me connect one in dependent source. So you know the representation of dependent source. And what they told is, they told this resistance value is 6 ohm. As usual, here they are providing 12 voltage source, and here this circuit direction they kept some current source here, and they are representing it by 2 times of I in IP, and the same current is flowing into this 6 ohm resistor also. Now the question is, consider the circuit shown in below. What is the power delivered by this 12 voltage source? What is the power delivered by the 12 voltage source? Power delivered by 12 voltage source. That is the question. Sir, now let me ask you one question. Whether it is DC circuit or AC circuit, that is my first question. If you observe, look at the circuit carefully, we have a battery and a current source, that's all. Sir, it is clearly indicate that the given circuit is a DC circuit. First conclusion. When it is a DC circuit, immediately tell me what is the formula to calculate the power. In DC circuit, we know in DC circuit, imaginary power is completely zero. We have only real power. Real power formula is VI into cos pi. But when the circuit will become purely DC, then the phase angle difference between the phase angle that is belongs to voltage and current is always equal to 0. So the value of cos 0 will become 1. So the formula to obtain the real power is simply voltage into current only. So if you calculate the total apparent power for the DC circuit, we know total apparent power will be the combination of real power plus reactive power. Since reactive power is always 0 in DC circuits, you will have only real power. So the value of apparent power and real power are both are equal in case of DC circuit. Don't forget. And see there, we know what is the formula to obtain the apparent power. S is equal to VI conjugate. This is one more formula. Either we can write in terms of real and reactive power, or we can directly estimate it in terms of voltage and current. See, this is conjugate. This conjugate term will affect only AC terms, because in AC Current expression will be the combination of real plus imaginary. But in DC, you will have only what? Real part. This imaginary part does not exist. So in case of DC circuit, I conjugate and I both are equal only. Don't think about this conjugate in DC circuits. So the conclusion is apparent power and real power both are equal only in DC circuit. So they are asking you to identify the total real power. What is the formula? Real power formula is simply it is the product of voltage into current only, sir. So they clearly told the value of voltage, that is 12. Where is the value of current I? No, sir, it is not there. So what is your target? They clearly told that this 12 voltage source is delivering the power. It means we know the person who is delivering the power in our electrical circuit. For him, current entering point is always minus, leaving point is always plus. The person who is observing the power, for him, current entering point is plus, leaving point is minus. If we say resistor is a passive element, for him current entering point is plus, leaving point is minus. We know that. Fine, sir. Now tell me what type of dependent source it is. Since they given this is the current source, in the output side we are controlling this current source with the help of the external current. So this is called what? Current controlled current source. That is the name of the circuit. Source also current, controlling parameter also current. So current controlled, controlling parameter is current controlled, source is current source. Name is what? Current controlled current source. Fine, sir. Everything is fine. Now, what is our next target? Just we have to solve this question now. It is very simple question, right? There is no big theory behind of this question. Anyway, my responsibility is to solve this. Let me solve. Take this circuit. If you observe carefully, let me redraw here for your understanding. They clearly told that here they kept a 12 voltage source. And then if you observe, there is one resistor here, and they clearly told that that value of resistor is 6 ohm. With this, we are going to fix one more dependent current source. So under that current source value, they told clearly 2 times of I into P. This IP is nothing but current flow through the 6 ohm resistor. They clearly told that. And the voltage source value is 12 voltage. That is also they clearly told. Now tell me, in the parallel circuit, whether the voltage will be remain same or not? Yes, sir. Voltage will be remain same in parallel circuit. If you observe, this branch, this branch, this branch all are connected in parallel. Yes, sir. So if it is connected in parallel, then see there, here we are having 12 voltage. Same 12 voltage will appear here with the same polarity, because in parallel circuit voltage will be remain same. Similarly, across this current source, same 12 voltage will appear without changing its polarity. Yes. So parallel circuit concept is satisfied. Now the next task is, can you please tell me whether will you be able to identify the value of IP or not? IP is known as the current flow through the 6 ohm resistor. So let me take that 6 ohm resistor outside. So we know the logic. They clearly given the direction of current source. This is IP. And see, whenever we want to know the current flow through any one particular branch, what we need to do? So the current flow will be equal to total voltage drop across the branch divided by load value across the branch. If you observe the total voltage drop in this branch, just now we have been figured it out. It is 12 voltage. Yes, see there, here I am taking this. So this is 12 voltage divided by the load offered by that particular branch is 6 ohm. Yes or no? This resistance cell is 6 only. So 12 by 6. If you cancel it, you will get 2 ampere. So what we found here? We got the value of current flow. The IP value, it is only 2 ampere. Fine, sir. If the value of IP is 2 ampere, then what about this dependent source? This dependent source value will become, it is twice of IP, right? So 2 into what is the value of IP? IP is 2 ampere, 2 into 2 will become 4 ampere. So finally what we have understood from this supply, sir, they clearly told that this supply is delivering the current, delivering the power. Delivering means the person who is delivering the power, how he will be? அவருக்கு எப்படி இருக்கும் current entering point minusல இருக்கணும், leaving point plusல இருக்கணும். So this is the current direction. Yes, sir. Now tell me what is the total current supplied by the source. Just apply KCL at this junction. We know what is the current consumed by the 6 ohm resistor. The 6 ohm resistor is consuming 2 ampere current. What is the current consumed by this dependent source? It is consuming 4 ampere current. So what is the net current here? If you apply KCL, incoming current is I, outgoing current. 6 ohm resistor is consuming 2 ampere current plus this dependent current source is consuming 4 ampere current. So the net ampere will become 6 ampere. So finally the conclusion is current supplied by this battery is 6 ampere. What is the question? What is the power? Power is 12 times of 6. So it is 72 watts. See how beautifully we are figuring out the answer. See, for your understanding, I am spending these many minutes. As a faculty, it is my responsibility to clear all type of doubts, such that in the upcoming lectures, you will be able to understand all type of problems. Your mind will get the grip with the concept. That's why here I am discussing all this nonsense, DC power, AC power, and how to do this. But as a student, what you have to do when you are looking into the problems, you must think exactly what trick behind of this question, how shortly we can solve this one. That's all. Immediately you can solve that. After that, just take a look into the lecture, because something I may explain in a new way. It may help you to understand the subject in a better manner. Okay, fine, sir. I hope now you all got this idea. Now my request is, I found the power delivered by the sources, right? Yes. Now check the power absorbed by the 6 ohm resistor, power absorbed by this battery, this dependent source. How will you find? For the resistor, either you can use I square R formula or V square by R. And for the dependent source, same formula. Voltage across the dependent source and current flow through the dependent source. After that, add the power absorbed by the resistor, power absorbed by the dependent source. If you add these two, that will be equal to 72 watts, because energy neither created nor destroyed. So the power supplied by the source must be equal to power absorbed by this entire load. Okay, fine, sir. Let us go ahead with the next most beautiful question. See, this is, let me draw the circuit first. So they had given one circuit. The circuit is having a current source. Okay, this is one of the previous year question only. And then they kept one resistor here simply. Then they kept one voltage source here. And this voltage source value is 20. They clearly told. And then they are closing this circuit. This value of resistance is they kept, that is 4 ohm, and the value of current is 2 ampere. Now the question is, they kept the polarity by themselves. They are asking you in this polarity, plus or minus, they kept this value as Vxy. And this terminal they are calling it as X, and this terminal they are calling it as Y. Now the question is, in this given circuit, what is the value of Vxy? Very simple question. This is your previous year exam question only. Now tell me, how will you identify this value? This is the question. Just figure out the answer. So this is very simple. First of all, given circuit is a series circuit. We are having a single loop. It is a series circuit. We are having a single loop. In series circuit, we know which quantities remain same. Current is remains same. That is the first logic behind of this question. So if you observe, they had given a current source. That current source is supplying a current of 2 ampere. That 2 ampere must be remain same at all point. That 2 ampere must be remain same at all point, because this circuit is a series circuit. Yes, sir. If here it is 2 ampere, then here it should be 2 ampere. Here it should be 2 ampere. Here also it should be 2 ampere. Everywhere it should be 2 ampere only when we are talking about series circuit. Fine, sir. So if everywhere it is series 2 ampere, then see there, we know resistor is a passive element. For the passive element, current entering point is plus, leaving point is minus. Immediately we can put the polarity. Now tell me, what is the voltage drop across the resistor? if we want to voltage drop across the resistor, what we need to do? We have to know, according to Ohm's law, voltage drop across the resistor can be written as current flow through the resistor into the value of the resistance. How much amount of current is flowing? 2 ampere. What is the value of resistance? 4. What is the total voltage drop? 8 voltage. So we found the voltage drop across the resistor with its correspondent polarity. Now, what you are supposed to do is, can we apply KVL, Kirchhoff voltage law for this circuit? Let me start from here. I am just trying to apply KVL, Kirchhoff voltage law. So here I am starting minus Vxy. Sir, I am going with the starting polarity, right? KVL can be, you can apply KVL with the starting polarities, or you can apply KVL with the ending polarities. It is up to you. So here I am starting from starting polarity, so I am just following the path of current. If here I am taking starting polarity, then for the next element also I have to take the starting polarity. Starting polarity is plus, for the next element voltage drop is 8. And I am traveling here, here again starting polarity is minus and voltage value is 20 equal to 0. You know, minus Vxy, 8 minus 20 will be minus 12 equal to 0. From this I can say minus Vxy equal to 12 voltage, or I can say the value of Vxy equal to minus 12 voltage. See how simple this question it is. Yes or no? Yes sir, we got the answer. The correct answer is 12 voltage for the given question. Okay, sorry, minus 12 voltage. So what we have understand here, it is the polarity given by them is wrong. That's why we are getting negative voltage. Actually, this given current source, for the given current source, what is the correct current polarity? Correct polarity is, it should be minus, it should be plus. If it is minus, if this one is plus, then you can keep plus 12 voltage here. But அவங்க என்ன பண்ணிட்டாங்க, polarity reverse பண்ணிட்டாங்க. That's why we are getting negative value. இப்போ எனக்கு என்ன டவுட் அப்படின்னா, இந்த சர்க்யூட்ல ரெண்டு சோர்ஸ் இருக்கு இல்லையா? Now you please tell me, இதுல எந்தெந்த சோர்ஸ்லாம் வந்து பவர் டெலிவரி பண்ணுதோ, யார் யாரெல்லாம் இதுல பவரை அப்சர்வ் பண்றா இந்த என்டையர் சர்க்யூட்ல? அவங்க என்ன சொல்லியிருந்தாங்க, this is 2 ampere current source, right? I am going with the correct polarity. This is the correct polarity. அவங்க கொஸ்டினுக்கு நம்ம ஆன்சர் பண்ணியாச்சு, பட் அங்க நெகட்டிவ்ல வந்திருக்குல்ல, according to their question I am getting negative voltage, so I am reversing the polarity and I am fixing the correct voltage polarity. Okay, so current is going like this. ரெசிஸ்டருக்கு எப்பயுமே current entering point plus தான், leaving point minus தான். ரெசிஸ்டர், இண்டக்டர், கெபாசிட்டர் எல்லாருக்குமே சேம் ப்ராப்பர்ட்டி தான், because they all are passive element. So the current entering point plus, leaving point minus, and we found that here we got 8 voltage drop. So this is 2 ohm resistor, right? 4 ohm something. Okay sir. And they told this is a 20 voltage resistor, voltage source, and the current is going like this. Now tell me, இதுல யார் யாரெல்லாம் வந்து பவர் அப்சர்வ் பண்றா, யார் யாரெல்லாம் பவர் டெலிவரி பண்றா? If you focus the circuit carefully, see there, first I will focus at this 20 voltage source. Current entering point is plus, leaving point is minus. Sorry, I think I have reversed the polarity. This is minus, this is plus. Current entering point minus, leaving point is plus. Current downwardல தானங்க போகுது. அப்ப அந்த வோல்டேஜ் சோர்ஸை பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் கரண்ட் என்டர் ஆகிற பாயிண்ட் என்னவா இருக்கு? மைனஸ். கரண்ட் வெளியில போற இடம் பிளஸ். So this voltage source is delivering the power. Am I right? Yes sir. Now if you observe, just to follow the path of current. Current is going like this, going like this, going like this. Current entering point plus, leaving point is minus. What is this? This person is observing the power. Then this resistor, we know it is always absorb the power. So current entering point plus, leaving point is minus. What we have understood, do you remember I told you, whenever we are facing more than one source in a circuit, you cannot directly guess. You cannot directly judge that whether the source is delivering the power or absorbing the power. That judgment cannot be predicted directly. You must analyze the circuit properly, identify the direction of current everywhere in the given circuit, identify the voltage polarity everywhere in the given circuit, then cross check what are all the percent என்னென்ன sourcesலாம் அதுக்கப்புறம் after identifying the voltage source polarity, current direction, you can identify what are all the elements are absorbing the power, what are all the elements are delivering the power. That things can be done only after completely analyzing the circuit, when you are having more than one source in the circuit. I said correctly na. Yesterday lecture also I told you ஒரு சர்க்யூட்ல ஒரு இண்டிபெண்டன்ஸ்க்கு more than one independent source வந்துட்டாலே நம்ம என்ன பண்ணணும், நீங்க டைரக்டா கெஸ் பண்ண முடியாது. ஒரே ஒரு independent source வந்துச்சு அப்படின்னா you can clearly say that independent source is by default delivering the power. But when we are having more than one independent source, you cannot guess anything. You have to analyze the circuit properly in order to give the final conclusion. Okay na? I hope you all got the clear idea. Chalo. Let us go ahead with the next most beautiful question. So let me draw the circuit first, then we will figure out the answer. The given question is, so here we have a current source. Then here we have a voltage source. See the beauty of the questions. Voltage source and current source are connected in parallel. Then they connect one more voltage source. And this is connected with the one more current source. Wow. So they are playing with the ideal voltage sources and the current sources. Now what they told is, they are talking about this voltage value 60. And they told that this value is simply I. And they told that this value is 40. And they told that this value is 14 ampere. Fine, sir. Now the question is, what they are telling is, in the interconnected network ideal sources shown in the figure, it is known that the 60 voltage source is absorbing the power. They are talking about this 60 voltage source. They are telling that this 60 voltage source is absorbing the power. That is the given data. Observing the power. In circuit theory, understanding the question is not a big deal. That's why I have not written anything here. But you must understand the tricky beginning of each and every question. That can be done by you only. Okay? Fine, sir. So let us see. They told that this 6 voltage source is absorbing the power. Then what is the question? Then the question is, then which of the following can be the value of the current source I? Which of the following means they had given 4 options. Option A, they told 12 ampere. Option B, they told 16 ampere. Option C, they told 18 ampere. Option D, they told 22 ampere. They are given 4 options. So which of the following can be the correct answer for the given question? That is the question. Okay, fine, sir. Now how will you identify it? Sir, circuit resistor கிடையாது, ஒரு load இல்ல, எப்படி சார் நம்ம value calculate பண்றது? வெறும் voltage and current வச்சுக்கிட்டு we can't do anything. What will you do? அவங்க என்ன ஒரே ஒரு key என்ன கொடுத்திருக்காங்க அப்படின்னா 60 voltage source வந்து power absorb பண்ணுது. அப்படின்னா என்ன அர்த்தம்? Power absorbing அப்படினாலே current entering point plus leaving point is minus. அப்ப current ஓட direction downwardல இருக்குன்னு அர்த்தம். First conclusion for this source. That is the only clue that they had given. அடுத்து என்ன சொல்றாங்க அப்படின்னா, இந்த பிரான்ச்ல போற கரண்டோட டைரக்ஷனை கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. It is going like this. It is going like this. Now apply your common sense. அதான் நான் சொன்னேன், எப்பயுமே நம்ம தியரி கான்செப்ட் அப்படியே யோசிச்சுட்டே இருந்தோம் அப்படின்னா it will not work. You have to use your intelligence, smart work. இப்போ நீங்க இந்த சர்க்யூட்ல என்ன பண்ணுவீங்க? Apply your smartness. See, let me take, இப்போ இந்த பிரான்ச்ல டவுன்வர்ட்ல போயிட்டு இருக்க கரண்ட்டை நம்ம IX ன்னு எடுத்துக்கலாம். I will apply KCL at this junction. This current also coming in downward direction. Yes, sir. So the value of I plus the value of IX should be equal to, according to KCL, see, this is 14 ampere. The branch current is 14 ampere. Equal to 14 ampere. Yes or no? Yes, sir. இப்போ questionல என்ன கேட்டிருக்காங்க? The question is, which of the following can be the value of current? இந்த I ஓட வேல்யூ வந்து என்னவா இருக்கும் அப்படிங்கறதான் क्वेश्चन. கரெக்ட்டா? ஓகே. இப்போ நான் உங்ககிட்ட ஒரு क्वेश्चन கேக்குறேன். அவங்க கிளியரா என்ன சொல்லிட்டாங்க? இந்த 60 வோல்டேஜ் சோர்ஸ் வந்து என்ன பண்ணிட்டு இருக்குன்னா பவர் அப்சர்வ் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கு. அதாவது கரண்ட் வந்து கண்டிப்பா டவுன்வர்ட்ல தான் டிராவல் பண்ணுதுன்னு சொல்லிட்டாங்க மேண்டிட்டரிலி. அப்ப கிளியரா நான் என்ன சொல்றேன் அப்படின்னா, இந்த கரண்டோட வேல்யூவும் பாசிட்டிவ்ல தான் இருக்கணும், இந்த கரண்டோட வேல்யூவும் பாசிட்டிவ்ல தான் இருக்கணும். பிகாஸ் இந்த கரண்டோட வேல்யூ அவங்களே கொடுத்துட்டாங்க பாசிட்டிவ்ல. இங்க வந்து இந்த சோர்ஸ் வந்து பவர் அப்சர்வ் பண்ணுதுன்னு சொல்றாங்க. பவர் அப்சர்வ் அப்படின்னா பாசிட்டிவ் கரண்ட், அப்ப இந்த சோர்ஸுக்கு டவுன்வர்ட்ல போகணும். பாசிட்டிவ் கரண்ட், ஐ எம் டாக்கிங் அபவுட் பாசிட்டிவ் கரண்ட். ஸோ இப்போ கிளியரா வந்து நான் என்ன சொல்லலாம் அப்படின்னா இந்த ரெண்டு வேல்யூவும் பாசிட்டிவ்ல தான் இருக்கு. ஃபர்ஸ்ட் கன்க்ளூஷன். அடுத்தது அப்ப ரெண்டு பாசிட்டிவ் வேல்யூவை ஆட் பண்ணா டோட்டல் வேல்யூ எவ்வளவு வரணும்? 14 வரணும். கரெக்டா? எக்ஸாக்ட்லி சார். நவ் லுக் இன்டு தி ஆப்ஷன்ஸ். ஃபர்ஸ்ட் தே டோல்ட் 12 ஆம்பியர் ஃபார் திஸ் வேல்யூ. இந்த கரண்டோட வேல்யூ வந்து 12 ஆம்பியரா இருக்கலாம். அடுத்தது 16 ஆம்பியர் சொல்றாங்க and then 18 and then 22. சார் நமக்கு டோட்டல் வேல்யூவே எவ்வளவுதான் வரணும்? இந்த கரண்டோட வேல்யூவும் இந்த பிரான்ச்ல போற கரண்டோட வேல்யூவே ஆட் பண்ணாலே டோட்டல் வேல்யூ 14 தான் வரணும். ஆனா அவங்க பாருங்க ஆப்ஷன் B ல 16 கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. யாருக்கு? I alone 16, ஆப்ஷன் C ல 18, ஆப்ஷன் D ல 22. அதுக்கப்புறம் இது கூட நீங்க யார ஆட் பண்ணணும்? இந்த கரண்டோட வேல்யூ வேற ஆட் பண்ணணும். IX ஓட மினிமம் வேல்யூ 0வா இருக்கலாம், மேக்ஸிமம் வேல்யூ எனிதிங். பிகாஸ் அதோட வேல்யூ நமக்கு தெரியாது. See அதுக்கு மினிமம் நீங்க 0 போட்டா கூட 16 plus 0, 18 plus 0, 22 plus 0, how much it is? It is greater than 14. So option B, option C, option D all are wrong. Then what can be the answer? Only option A. Because if I will put 12 ampere here, then I can say this 60 voltage source is supplying 2 ampere, not supplying, absorbing 2 ampere, such that this 12 plus 2 will become combinedly 14 ampere. I told you, na, always use your brain, common sense. Question la always they will test your intelligence. See, நீங்க எவ்வளவு ஸ்மார்ட்டா திங்க் பண்றீங்க, காமன் சென்ஸ் அப்ளை பண்றீங்களா இல்லையா? That is what is their expectation. See, it's a very beautiful question. Finally, we got the answer. Simply, we had applied the trick. According to the given options and the given question, only this can be the correct answer. This is the one and only logic behind of this question. Okay, now I hope you all have understood. Fine. So let us go ahead with the next question. Let me take the next question and let us see what can we do. Fine, sir. So in the next question, first let me draw the circuit. And then I will ask you the question. Okay, this is very simple question. One second. Okay, so let me draw the circuit. Yes, once again they kept a current source, that value is I, there is no doubts. Then they are connecting a resistor across this current source. Then they are connecting one more resistor, and then they are connecting one more resistor, and then again they are connecting one more resistor, again they are connecting one more resistor. I told you, whenever circuit will become big, question will be very easy. Should try to believe this, and I'm not lying, that is true only. And they told the value of resistor is R and the direction of current will be in the downward direction, and they clearly told that value is 2 ampere. And this value they kept again R. This value they kept 1 ohm. This value they kept 1 ohm. This value also they kept 1 ohm. No, this is 2 ohm. Sorry. This is 2 ohm. And they told that this voltage is Vx. The voltage drop across the 2 ohm resistor is Vx. Now the question is, what is the value of this current I when the value of this Vx will become 2 voltage? That's all. The question is, find the value of I when the value of this Vx is 2 voltage. Can you please do it? It's a very, very simple question. Okay, what my mind is thinking is, immediately I am looking with the KCL. KCL apply பண்ணா answer வந்துரும் என் mind சொல்லுது. I don't want to know any other values. Because see, this resistor value is not given, this resistor value is not given. I cannot play with these people now. But what I can do is, they had given the clue. Always try to travel along with the clue. They clearly given. This is 2 voltage. Sir, see this. For this particular resistor, value of the resistance is 2 ohm, and the voltage drop across the resistor is 2 voltage. Now tell me whether the resistor is a passive element or active element. Sir, we know resistor is a passive element. For the passive element, current entering point must be plus, leaving point must be minus. Now see there, they already given the polarity. This is plus point, this is minus point. So what I can say, current should be in the downward direction. Yes or no? Then only current entering point will become plus, leaving point will be minus. such that the concept of passive element will be satisfied. So I have identified the direction of the current. First conclusion. In this branch, this is the direction of the current. First conclusion I made. Second conclusion. In this circuit, since they clearly told that voltage drop across this resistor is 2 voltage, value of the resistor is 2 ohm, then what is the value of current? If I want to know the value of current through this resistor, voltage drop across the resistor divided by value of the resistor, that will give you 1 ampere current. According to Ohm's law, I is equal to V by R. So this resistor is consuming 1 ampere current, 1 ampere current, and see this entire branch, this 1 ohm resistor and this 2 ohm resistor, both are connected in series or not? Yes, sir, both are connected in series. So if this 2 ohm resistor is carrying 1 ampere, then here also it is 1 ampere, here also it is 1 ampere. So here also it is 1 ampere only, everywhere. Next, my next question is, see, let me remove this unwanted things. Something is not required. This portion is messed up. We found the value of current, right? That is enough. Okay. 1 minute. Yes. Okay. So now we found the value of current. That is enough. My next question is, tell me, now what is the voltage drop across this 1 ohm resistor? See, this is a passive element. Current entering point plus leaving point is minus. Current flow through this resistor is 1 ampere. Resistance value is 1 ohm. According to Ohm's law, V is equal to I into R. 1 into 1 will give you 1 voltage. Already we know the voltage drop across this 2 ohm resistor. Now tell me, between these 2 points, what is the total voltage drop? For that, I am asking you to focus on only into this complete branch. If you focus, let me redraw. In that branch, here they kept 1 ohm resistor. Then here they kept a 2 ohm resistor. Yes. So this is how that branch is looking like. Now I am just asking at this terminal what is the total voltage. Now here what is the voltage? 1 voltage is dropped here. Circuit is carrying 1 ampere current. Resistance value is 1 ohm. So 1 ohm into 1 ampere will become 1 voltage. Then already they told for this 2 ohm resistor voltage value is 2 voltage. I didn't told. It was given in the question. Now my question is, then what is the total voltage? See, suppose let me take plus and here minus, and I am considering this voltage is Vxy. Just apply KVL. Remember one more thing. இந்த மாதிரி நான் polarity போடும்போது நீங்க திங்க் பண்ணணும், அது எப்படி சார் நீங்களே polarity ஃபிக்ஸ் பண்ணிக்கோங்க, அது கரெக்டான polarity உங்களுக்கு எப்படி தெரியும், எப்படி ஐடென்டிஃபை பண்றது? நம்ம சர்க்யூட் தியரியோட பியூட்டி என்னன்னா, இந்த மாதிரி polarity வந்து நம்மளே போட்டுக்கலாம். நம்ம போடுற polarity கரெக்டா இருந்தது அப்படின்னா ரிசல்டன்ட்ல நம்ம ஐடென்டிஃபை பண்ற வோல்டேஜோட வேல்யூ பாசிட்டிவ்ல வரும். சப்போஸ் நான் போடுற polarity தப்பா இருந்தது அப்படின்னா ரிசல்டன்ட்ல வேல்யூ வந்து நெகட்டிவ்ல வரும். வேல்யூ கரெக்டா வரும் பட் நெகட்டிவ்ல வரும். அதுக்கப்புறம் என்ன பண்ணும், வேல்யூ நெகட்டிவ்ல வந்ததுக்கு அப்புறம் we have to identify, ஓகே நம்ம polarity மாத்தி போட்டோம் அப்படின்றத ஐடென்டிஃபை பண்ணிட்டு அகைன் நீங்க என்ன பண்ணும், சர்க்யூட்ல போயிட்டு polarity-ய ரிவர்ஸ் பண்ணிக்கலாம். Are you getting me? This is what we have to do because we cannot guess easily. Fine sir, now apply KVL into this branch. I'm starting from here, minus Vxy. Okay, then here I'm using starting polarity plus voltage drop 1 voltage. Here starting polarity is 1, 2 voltage equal to 0 according to Kirchhoff voltage law. From this 1 voltage plus 2 voltage will become 3 voltage. So minus Vxy plus 3 right side pass panina, it will become minus 3. So minus minus getting cancelled. Finally, the value of Vxy will become 3 voltage. So I got positive voltage. So the assumption that I made here is correct only. So what we found, அப்ப இந்த இடத்துல நமக்கு எவ்வளவு வந்திருக்குன்னா plus minus 3 voltage. நீங்க திங்க் பண்ணணும், என்ன சார் டைரக்டா அந்த 3 voltage இந்த 1 ohm க்கு கிராஸா போட்டுக்கிட்டீங்க? I can put, why? Because இந்த branchம், இந்த outerல இருக்குல்ல இந்த branchம் parallel தானே இருக்கா? Yes, they connected in parallel. So in parallel circuit, voltage will be remain same. Yes sir, we know in parallel circuit, voltage will be remain same. So I can put the same 3 voltage here also with the same polarity. Now my question is, can you please tell me in this 1 ohm resistor, what is the amount of current flowing? Sir, if you take that 1 ohm resistor alone outside for your understanding. On the 1 ohm resistorல voltage drop எவ்வளவு நம்ம figure out பண்ணிருக்கோம்? 3 voltage. Resistor is a passive element. Resistor, inductor, capacitor by default they all are passive element. Passive element க்கு current entering point plus, leaving point minus. அப்ப current எங்க enter ஆகணும்? இங்க தான் current enter ஆகணும். So first I figure out the direction of the current. Next இப்ப எனக்கு current ஓட value தெரியணும். எப்படி calculate பண்றது? Current ஓட value தெரியணும்னா according to Ohm's law, voltage drop across the resistor divided by value of the resistor. What is the voltage drop? 3 voltage. Value of the resistor 1 ohm. 3 by 1 will become 3 ampere. Yes sir. So we found that this 1 ohm resistor is consuming 3 ampere current. And already நம்ம என்ன பண்ணிருக்கோம், இந்த branchல போற current நம்ம calculate பண்ணியாச்சு, that is 1 ampere. So let me remove all the unwanted things now here, this blah blah things. So what we know is, we know current flow through this branch. Sorry guys, let me redraw, don't worry. So here we have, I think it is 1 ohm resistor. So this branch is consuming 1 ampere current, that's all. We solved the question. This branch is consuming 1 ampere, and here we found 3 voltage, 1 ohm resistor, 3 ampere current. Yes sir. Now apply KCL at this junction. If you apply KCL, see there 1 ampere current is going like this, 3 ampere going in the downward direction. Then what is the net current, incoming current here? It should be 4 ampere. According to Kirchhoff current law, incoming current must be equal to outgoing current at any node. இப்போ நம்ம இங்க செலக்ட் பண்ண நோட்ல 1 ampere current இங்க வெளியில போகுது, 3 ampere current இங்க வெளியில போகுது. அப்போ மொத்தமா எவ்வளவு current உள்ள வரணும்? 4 ampere. So the current coming here, it is 4 ampere. Again apply KCL at this junction. See there, this resistor is consuming 2 ampere current and this branch is consuming 4 ampere current. அப்ப இங்க எவ்வளவு current வரணும்? 2 plus 4, 6 ampere has to enter here. So the total current supplied by the source will become 6 ampere. Finally we got the answer. Yes sir, we got the answer. Of course we got the answer, that's all. So this is all about the given question. So let us move on to the next question, and I hope this is enough for the today lecture. I will give some homework questions for solving, right? Slowly learn the trick is, circuit theory is wonderful subject, and please give more weightage for circuit theory. Love this subject. If you get the complete clarity about this circuit theory questions, then I hope definitely you can trust me. If you are become very strong in circuit theory in all bases, don't worry, I am going to solve plenty of problem even in 3-phase circuits also. I will tell you how to solve problems in 3-phase circuits such that this basics will help you to get the grip with the electrical machines and the power system more as well. Okay, we will do slowly. Anyway, here next I will give some questions for your practice. Do it by yourself. Don't ask the questions to anyone. It's your responsibility to solve the question. Solve the question and you can drop it in the group, okay, such that everyone can get the clarity. If they did some mistakes, then they can recheck, right? But don't put the solution, only answer you can do in the that is put in the group. Okay, fine sir, let me give the circuit first. So there is one voltage source, sorry, there is one voltage source, and then here they kept one resistor, and then here they kept one more resistor, here they kept one more resistor, here they kept one more resistor, and then here they kept one more source. I hope this polarity is plus minus. This is a 12 voltage, this is 60 voltage, this is 1 ohm, this is 1 ohm, this is a 2 ohm resistor, this is 4 ohm resistor. Now the question is, they put one current here and you are supposed to identify the value of current. I hope you all are getting me. The question is, figure out the value of current. Okay. Now, what my question is, you please check. They had given two sources, right? I just wanted to know which one is observing the power. Whether இதுல ரெண்டு பேருமே வந்து பவர் டெலிவரி பண்றாங்களா, இல்ல யாராச்சும் ஒருத்தர் தான் பவர் டெலிவரி பண்ணிட்டு இருக்காங்க, இல்ல ஒருத்தர் பவர் அப்சர்வ் பண்றாங்களா, அந்த மாதிரி யார் என்ன பண்றாங்கன்னு எனக்கு தெரியல. ஸோ எனக்கு நீங்க என்ன பண்றீங்க அப்படின்னா, ஐடென்டிஃபை இதுல யார் வந்து பவர் அப்சர்வ் பண்றான்னு ஐடென்டிஃபை பண்ணுங்க. அண்ட் தென் யார் பவர் டெலிவரி பண்றான்னு அப்சர்வ் பண்ணுங்க. அண்ட் தென் ஃபைண்ட் அவுட் இந்த இடத்துல கரண்ட் கால்குலேட் பண்றீங்களா, அதே மாதிரி ஃபைண்ட் அவுட் தி கரண்ட் ஹியர் ஆல்சோ, ஃபிகர் அவுட் தி கரண்ட் டைரக்ஷன். எனக்கு தெரியாது, இந்த 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 பிரான்ச்ல போற கரண்டோட டைரக்ஷன் அண்ட் இந்த கரண்டோட வேல்யூ. சிமிலர்லி இந்த பிரான்ச் அனலைஸ் தி கம்ப்ளீட் சர்க்யூட். ஃபைனலி find out the total power delivered by the circuit and the total power absorbed by the circuit. I hope you got the complete picture. First step, find out the current flow through this 4 ohm resistor. And then check யார் இதுல பவர் அப்சர்வ் பண்றா, யார் பவர்ல டெலிவரி பண்றான்னு அப்சர்வ் பண்ணுங்க. அண்ட் தென் பவரை அப்சர்வ் பண்றாங்க அப்படின்னா மொத்தமா எவ்வளவு பவர் அப்சர்வ் ஆகுது சர்க்யூட்ல, மொத்தமா எவ்வளவு பவர் டெலிவரி ஆகுது. அண்ட் தென் ஃபைண்ட் அவுட் திஸ் கரண்ட் அண்ட் இந்த பிரான்ச்ல போற கரண்ட், இந்த சோர்ஸோட கரண்ட், இந்த சோர்ஸோட கரண்ட் எல்லாத்தையுமே ஐடென்டிஃபை பண்ணுங்க. such that you will get the complete idea. Okay, so this is all for today lecture. I hope you all are getting the complete idea about the problems that we are solving here, right? So please be patient while solving the problems. Here I may solve very less number of problems, I know that, because we are in circuit theory, we are not in electrical machines, just keeping 20 or 30 questions randomly and solving all those questions just by using the concept. Circuit theory is the fundamental agenda in circuit theory is you have to be very strong with the, nothing is there, you have to be strong with the voltage, polarity, direction of the current. Once you get the grip with these two terminal everywhere, then automatically you will be able to solve all the questions. Okay, so this is all for this lecture. Remaining things we will see